So hi everyone, back again, technical issues. But we're doing our best, and we just had the most amazing experience with the sea. I'm really not sure how to explain this to you guys, but basically, whilst we were trying to look at the last video that we did, the sea became incredibly loud. And
it was almost like it was talking to us.
Yeah, it sounded like the in-breath and the out-breath, or the heartbeat. It was so loud, and it's been so calm, and I'm sure you can probably just about hear it in the background lapping, and it's been doing that the whole time. But all of a sudden, from absolutely nowhere, it just became really loud.
So we took that as a positive.
Yeah, to carry on with this work. We have a yes from the universe. So yeah, my mum's going to continue now with a little bit about her story, along the theme of the mind and the things that we just mentioned. So, well,
Thank you, Amelia. I was talking about having the courage to face ourselves, and it just seems so absurd, doesn't it, that we can actually fear our own inner being. We can fear our emotions, the way our mind works. We can fear that when we look deeply within ourselves, we might find something that is going to upset us even more. I want to share with you now something very personal, very intimate, but also ultimately very uplifting and full of hope. For decades in my life, since the 80s, I've read about people experiencing things that have uplifted them, that have shown them their true being. And people like Osho, a guru very much in the 80s and early 1990, who had a commune in Oregon in the States in the early 80s, and we went to live on his commune. Myself, my husband as was then, and my 3 daughters, including Amelia, who's my eldest. And we had a time of great freedom on the commune, and a time of really coming to rely on ourselves, on allowing ourselves to just be. And also we were given names, and I just wanted to share my name with you because it's been a great indicator for me throughout the rest of my life, and also it was an amazing pointer to what happened last September here in Arillas. So Osho gave me my name, and it is Satyam Dhira, a Sanskrit name which translates roughly to being one who has patience on the path of truth. Last September was a culmination of probably 18 months of deep inner anguish and suffering. Much of it was the grief to do with the passing of Amelia's father. And also it was recurring things, old patterns of insecurities, of lack of self-esteem, of wondering what my life was truly all about. Even though I've had wonderful experiences of teaching children, of teaching adults, I've taught meditation for 20 years, but that doesn't make us immune to the suffering in life and to the suffering within our very soul. I wanted to truly know my Creator, to truly know myself, and I'd reached that moment in my life where I was prepared to be totally and utterly honest with myself and authentic about who I am. We travelled to Corfu on the 22nd of September, arrived in the evening, and that evening, that night, I didn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. There was so much mind stuff going on about everything, about my marriage, the way I'd brought up my children, the way I often didn't sleep deeply and peacefully, the way my body was beginning to let me down with various ailments. And also, really, I had a very, very close talk with God and said, look, I was given this name from one of your disciples, one who has patience on the path of truth. So I started with the positive. I do have patience. I've had patience for decades. I'm in my 7th decade now, and most of my life I've been a very patient person. The path of truth. I've sought God from being a child. I read my Bible. I went to church. I read interesting spiritual books. I prayed regularly. I even met Christ as a 15-year-old in a dream that was wonderfully deep and significant to me, and which I may share at another stage. But what I want to tell you was, I just asked God to reveal himself to me, to help me to know who I truly